It's just an upsetting story. I'm just going to put it straight. It's upsetting. ICE enforcement and removal operations in Baltimore have achieved a record number of arrests of non-citizen sex offenders in just the last year, totaling at least 153 and counting. Not the kind of record you want to set. This milestone includes the recent arrest of a 36-year-old Honduran national convicted of rape in Maryland who had previously been deported several times since 2009. The record number of arrests in Baltimore, just part of a broader effort to address concerns across the nation about illegal aliens involved in violent crimes, sex crimes. Since the Biden administration has taken office, over 8.5 million illegals have crossed the southern border. You know, these numbers seem to change a lot. It's 8.5, it's 10, it's 12, it's 15. You know what the problem is? Nobody knows. Here to sort it out with me is TP USA contributor Joe Bob. Joe Bob, nice to see you on a Friday.
Thanks for having me.
We don't know, but here's what we do know. A lot of crimes are being committed, and people on the left will say, well, these people commit crimes at a lower rate than natural-born citizens. I don't care. That's not true, but I don't care. They shouldn't be here in the first place. I don't want them here. These are crimes. These are what we call avoidable crimes. I mean, the little kids getting raped and killed. And how many women in America have to be murdered, Joe Bob, before they say, well, that's enough? How many?
You know, you very succinctly brought up the two biggest points, I think, when Democrats or lefties make that argument. Well, immigrants, or they say migrants, commit less crime. Well, first of all, if you dilute the term of what illegal immigrant means, a migrant is someone who moves from California to Utah, who moves from Idaho to Texas, not crosses a national border. So first of all, put that in its own little bin. Second, I just don't believe that statistic. I don't believe that people who are not accustomed to the cultural values of this country are coming in and committing less crime than people who already live here. And third, even if it is true, let's just say hypothetically it's true. If I'm in a room with 10 people and 2 of those people punch me in the face every single day, and then we let in an additional 10 people into that room, but only one of them punch me in the face, they'll say, well, look, the people that are now coming into the room are punching you in the face less. Yeah, but I'm still getting punched in the face an additional time. We don't have to let that happen. And also now there's a longer line to the bathroom. So none of the arguments that they're making make any sense.
All true. But good news, in the boys' bathroom, Tim Walz has tampons in there for everybody. So you got that covered. All right, so Springfield, Ohio, Aurora, Colorado, I think they might have something to say about this crime problem coming to you from people that aren't from here. And by the way, don't care that they're not from here. They don't want to assimilate. They don't want to be Americans. They want to be the same people they were in Haiti or Venezuela or 160 other countries. They're not here to be Americans, are they?
Well, that's just the thing that I feel like the left completely loses on this particular argument. If you come into this country the legal way, generally speaking, you're trying to better your family's opportunities, which I'm all for. As the son of an immigrant, that's exactly what my dad's family did. They came here, they learned the language, they learned the culture. Nobody is on government assistance. It's the correct way. But if you have a flood of people coming into the country who don't know the language, aren't accustomed to the culture, and have no interest, what exactly are they going to do once they get here? Now, there's the story that's circulating around about the house pets in Springfield, Ohio. Now, whether or not that's an inflated story or not, that's what the left is saying. Well, it's not happening everywhere. Blah, 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 blah. Look, the left entirely ran with the completely made up fake JD Vance couch story. So if we exaggerate just a little bit and all know that it's kind of in joke, Trump is posting cats for Donald Trump, and it's kind of funny, and we all acknowledge that it's funny, if they're going to hit us for exaggerating a little bit, they just made up a complete farcical story about this couch thing. And sorry if I'm losing people in the context, but they made up a story about JD Vance and just ran with it. So if we're going to get in trouble for exaggerating, all right, shoes on the other foot, you're just making stuff up.
Look, just pass the hot sauce and shut up. I mean, what's the big, is that wrong? That's just terrible. Look, look, I saw a news station in Columbus, Ohio, a serious deal, say they had a still photograph of a Haitian man carrying 2 geese through the middle of town, middle of summer. They said, and they thought they were debunking this whole idea about Springfield, Ohio. They said this is a picture. People said it was Springfield, Ohio. It is not. It is Columbus. As if that makes it better. I guess if they're killing geese in Columbus, that's cool with everybody. Don't kill the geese in Springfield. Just kill them in Columbus. Everybody's happy with that. It's so insane. I'll give you the last word.
Well, that reminds me of David Muir's quote-unquote fact check. I don't know if you remember, Donald Trump debated David Muir and those other two ladies.
I saw that.
He said, well, we talked to the city manager in Springfield, and he said it's not happening. Yeah, well, I talked to a third grader in Wisconsin, and he wants to be a dinosaur. What other irrelevant information do you want to bring up in this nationally televised presidential debate?
But wait a second. Serious comment about that. Hold on. Serious comment about that. You guys have had some fun here today, but why would David Muir or ABC News have called Springfield in advance before putting that out there? Did they call to back check Kamala's stories on anything? Did they call in advance to make sure they had a rebuttal for anything that she had to say? The answer, of course, is no. So who from ABC News was making it a point to call the city manager in Springfield, Ohio? I'll leave that for people to decide for themselves. Joe Bob, think about that one. Thank you.
Appreciate you having me. Thank you.